Hello everyone, my name is Shadow and I'll be your entertainer this evening. And welcome in everyone. I should have seen that coming. Yeah, that's why it's called Rigs. You've answered your own question, Cal. Thank you. So anyway, we're playing Bookbinding today, which is supposed to be a cozy, dark game. It does have some content warnings, so anyone have any problems with any of this? Now is the time to look away. Thank you, Wolfie, for the hydrate. I will open my drink. And thank you for the y'all are enjoying the new alerts I see. Thank you. Anyway, without any further ado, let's hop into the game.
Mothman.
Name your bookbinder. I am Shadow. I am a young person. Wolfie just wasting all his points. To ruin one's own fate by trusting someone else. To return to... Thanks, Wolfie. To return to the life you want to escape from, to be afraid, I missed reading because of that. Let's see. Yes, he is. Made you a bed upstairs. It's probably not as sumptuous as the one you had in the capital, but it's warm and dry. Way better than the ones in the orphanage, for sure. But don't take my kindness for granted, Shadow. If you bring in no income, you'll have to leave. I don't do charity. To be honest, I still don't understand why you'd come to me, of all people. At our last meeting, you said you hate me. Apparently, I have nowhere else to go. So why not stay in the capital? Haven't you made any friends in 5 years? Ouch. Your sudden escape shortly after your lord's death seems suspicious, to say the least. Interesting. Exposition. He fell off his horse. I had nothing to do with it. If you say so. Yes, I definitely didn't spook any horses. Need to make sure you're still a good bookbinder. Take this book. Change its cover to, I don't know, the velvet one. Make it look mystical. Like it's an expensive grimoire. Sure. I'll sell it to some fool for triple the price. Sure. Give book. And yes, let's go through the tutorial. So I did play the demo for this, not on the channel, but on my personal time. But I do not remember anything. So here are the cover textures. Click the tab to open. Click any texture you like. I don't think they had this last time. Didn't have the textures, at least. They just had like colors and stuff. Change the texture's color. We'll do purple, seems magic. Nice pretty purple. The brush, you can draw anything you like. Now try drawing something. Ooh. Got anywhere on the screen to pick a color. This one. You can fill the entire cover with a single color using this fill tool. That's not a nice look. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, now we can get to the back of the cover. Cool. This is a lot more in-depth than it was in the demo. It's a good thing I did the tutorial. Any pattern you like. he said to go for something grimoire-ish, so let's do this mystic pattern. Okay. Change the pattern size using the slider. Oh, I missed something. Decorations. Each type of decoration has its own tab. Click anywhere on the screen to continue. Drag and drop onto the cover. Okay. Wah. Okay, so it's some pretty basic design stuff. And we got stencils for drawing, I guess? The heart to transfer the drawing onto the cover. Manually cover using the brush. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad for a tutorial. I do remember last time I did this in the tutorial, it was kind of difficult to satisfy the requirements, so it is nice to have that right there. Let's do one here. This was duplicate. Put it here. Turn it the other way. Go further that way. That should be nice. That should be good. Not bad. Yay. Where'd you even get this book? From the public library. Yes, there's a public library in the town now. The author of the book is a local nobleman. No wonder he doesn't know commoners can't read. Oof. It was printed a couple years ago to teach them obedience, so that the nobles would beat them a little less often. Oof, as if it would help. What's wrong? You went pale. Nothing, I'm just tired. Day's just begun. Get to work. I'll come check on you tomorrow. Don't make me regret I took you in, Shadow. Click the service bell to call your customer. Yay! Good morning. Are you open? Sure I am. Of course you are. You just rang the bell. Sorry, I always say stupid things when I'm nervous. You're a bookbinder, right? I mean, that's why you're here. Oh, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Asking obvious questions. It's hard for me to talk to new people, but I couldn't just walk by. Need more artisans, because if the town doesn't earn money, it doesn't develop. Okay. So, welcome. I'm Agate, like the gem. Guess you don't have a lot of customers yet? I'd love to be one of them. Could you decorate my textbook with an autumn theme, please? I sure can. Autumn stickers. Let's go with... do a wood texture. And slightly more orange than that. There we go. I think that's... It doesn't need a pattern. And under nature it says... There we go. Eh. Oh, stickers. There we go. So we need autumn stickers. I mean, a fallen leaf pile seems to make sense. Let's make that smaller. One over here. Give her some pumpkins. And see if we can find a nice centerpiece. Probably one of the trees. Honestly, the maple would be a good one, I think. I'll send it to the back. Make it nice and large so it connects with the ground there. There. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to decorate my textbooks. Why doesn't anyone make decorated textbooks? They're always so plain. Forgive my asking, my lady, but are you a magician? True, that was a tarot book. I wish, but no. I attend tarot reading classes as a free listener. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't upset that I'll never be able to put theory into practice, be able to change people's lives for the better by the wave of your hand, to make fate itself bend to your will. So much responsibility, yet so many opportunities. What about you? Are you a magician? Apparently I am. But I can lie about it. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I am, but I don't have the right to do readings. Really? I only asked out of politeness. I'd never have thought. It's such a rare gift, even among the nobility, and you're an artisan. So unfair that you can't use it simply because you were born into the wrong class. Of course there are exceptions, but as far as I know, you'd need to be very talented for a noble to decide to hire you. I'm talking too much, aren't I? I should probably go. To be perfectly honest, the textbook's not the only reason I came here. I'm writing a research paper for the university about lower classes and their problems. I'm convinced that understanding these problems can persuade the nobility to pay attention to them. So I go around asking artisans questions about their lives, but no one wants to talk to me. Or, to be more precise, they give me vague answers. Perhaps you want to participate? I mean, so far, all I know about my life is that maybe I participated in the death of a lord? Maybe? Sure, but maybe another day. Of course. Sorry for distracting you from work. I'll come by in a few days, alright? See you later, and thank you. Interesting. Oh, hello. That is a very beaten-up book. Good afternoon. Name's Stefania. I work at the public charity library. One of our books is in terrible condition, and Sir Nathaniel said you could replace its cover. It's a romantic novel, real popular with the youths. They've read it to shreds, and if it keeps going like that, it'll fall apart. Sir Nathaniel offered me a discount. Mighty kind of him. So apart from the cover, put on the book those little metallic corners for better protection, you know? Yeah, that makes sense. Leave that alone for now. Let's see, it's a romantic novel, so lace, I think, makes sense. I'm gonna go with slightly more reddish looking. A little deeper. That should be fine. And she wanted book corners. Frames, I think. No, corners. There. Let's see, for a romantic novel, what looks nicest? Maybe these ones. Yeah. That looks nice. Interesting that some of them are currently locked. I think that should be okay for it. Thank you. Looks much better now. Answers marked with an eye symbol provide additional information about the world and characters, but are optional. Cool. This isn't a romantic novel, it's a collection of vulgar verses? Oh. I'm interested in that. That explains why the book is so loved. Well, I don't care what the folks are reading as long as they're reading, you know? It's their chance to become something more than a dirt digger. If they gotta get a bit excited over the process, so be it. We teach them math and writing if we could, but the textbooks are too pricey. Nobody's gonna donate them to us, so we have to make do with what we have. How do you know Nate? Sir Nathaniel is a benefactor of our library. Nate? A benefactor? Hard to believe. He's a good man. The youths love him. Well, thank you for coming by, then. Thank you for helping me. Sir Nathaniel was right. Aw, he said something nice about me. That's so nice of him. Okay, now I'm curious. Is there other stuff I can click on besides the bell? No. Okay, bell. Hello. You have a lot of... Oh, I think I remember that book from the demo. Hey friend, I'm in a hurry, so can you please serve me quickly? I'm delivering a package to a noble and want to look my best. This notebook I've been using for years looks poor, for lack of another word, but I don't want to throw it out. Too many memories. Can you wrap it in leather? I sure can. Leather, he said. That is somewhere up here. There it is. It's probably fine to be the same color. Well, he did say he was in a hurry. A little decoration never hurt anyone, though. Haven't actually looked at most of the stencils. These do look kind of cool. Let's see. Oh. I definitely need a different color for that, though. There we go. Oh. Not like that, no. Inside the stencil. There we go. Now it's inside the stencil. You can clearly see the hand of a true master here. Very neat work. I could never do this, even if I were taught by the best masters. My hands are too clumsy. That is unfortunate. Theo Bennett, your name sounds familiar. I doubt we've met before, but you probably knew my father. I was named after him. He used to work in the artisans' quarters. May his soul rest in peace. Now that I'm looking at you, did you happen to live in the orphanage? I did. Why? Shadow, that you? My goodness, now I do remember. We lived in the same building for a whole year, just on different floors. I was a little kid, and you were a youth. Which I'm guessing means not a little kid? I don't know. I tried so hard not to catch your eye because I was afraid you might somehow curse me. Or the whole orphanage at once. That's not how magic works. I know it now, but back then, I was horrified. So I breathed a sigh of relief when you ran away. No offense. Untaken? What's that book in your bag? I'm not even sure if you, or I for that matter, am allowed to look at it. It's intended for an important person. A noble, as I already mentioned. I don't think they would be pleased if they found out I was blabbing about their package. Didn't you say you were in a hurry then? Right. I need to go. I don't want to get wet. Wolfie. Just wasting all of his points. Do you even have points left? Anyways, See you later, says Theo. Or maybe not. Probably not. I hate to say. Ooh, we actually have a bedroom now. By the end of the day, your whole body aches from standing behind the counter, but sleep doesn't come. You find yourself staring at the chapel behind the window. The very same one you saw from the orphanage many years ago, just from a different angle. Feels weird to be here in this town. Can't call it home, not anymore, but it's the safest place possible. They won't follow you here. You saw and heard nothing. When he died, you were on the other side of the capital, in his mansion. It was an accident. Wow. This really is about the dead nobleman. You roll over onto your other side, wrapping yourself in the blanket. The nights are still too warm for that, but you would rather feel uncomfortable than unsafe, even if this thin layer of fabric only keeps an illusion of protection. As your body tries to sleep, your mind keeps spinning. You think of Nate, your former friend, or you think of the capital, or you think of your future. Let's think about Nate. You never thought you'd see him again. You swore you would never see him again. His manners, or to be more precise, his lack thereof, are still the same, but he dresses differently, moves differently, and there's even more arrogance in him now. It's not surprising to you, though. From a simple pickpocket to a criminal feared and respected on the streets. No wonder he's so full of himself. Still, it pisses you off. When sleep finally comes, it's restless and fitful. Day 2. The slam of the front door wakes you in the hush of night. You leap from bed, heart hammering against your ribs. They're here. They've come for you. Why didn't you hear them sooner? Why? You freeze, straining to listen. Footsteps, rapid, sharp, familiar, echo through the silence. Nate? You hastily throw on your clothes and rush downstairs. Shadow, I need your help, quickly. And there's that book again. You know how to get stains out of fabric, right? Clean this book's cover, then make it unrecognizable. No questions asked, just do what I said. I've seen this book before in Theo's bag. Theo's? You know him? How? He came to the shop, didn't he? Shit, if he told someone about it. Never mind. Let's deal with the book first. Is that blood? It is. That's why I'm here, you idiot. Help me. Have you gotten mad? No way, don't drag me into this. You're still under my roof. Help me, or I'll throw you out to starve. You have no one in town except me, and you can't return to the capital either. You won't survive on the streets alone. We both know that. Interesting. At least tell me it wasn't murder. I didn't plan to kill him, I just needed the book. But he started to scream, attracting attention. He left me no choice. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Just be quick. The dusting brush tool is now available. Click anywhere on the screen to continue. So now we can clean books. Get all the blood out. All the blood. All gone. Make sure it's off every inch. Let's see. What kind of cover do we want? Ooh, we could do the moss one. Or the weave actually looks good. Maybe flax actually looks better. Let's go for a nice dark green look. And since we basically get free will on this one, ooh. So pretty. Don't mind me dying in the background. It's fine. Everything's fine. That a little more center. Perfect. Oh, we can't put it on the... that's fine. Let's see, how about stickers? Go for some mystic stickers. Can do this. Send it all the way to the back. A little further back, apparently. And then just have a little bit of mist rising from behind it. Alright, Cal, I got you. I'll do. See, do a little star inside the orb. Little sparkle. I don't know if any of this actually affects anything. I'm just having fun. Ooh, so the colors for the table? That's fun. But I think that's good enough. Thank you. I'll hide the book at my house. It'd be safer to keep it in Stefania's library, but I don't want to put her at risk. Why not just burn it? More chances to get caught. Fire pit will attract attention, and smoke from the stove will too, because no one uses them in the summer. Not even to cook. And yet you decide to put me at risk. Don't start it, Shadow. Not now. We still have work to do. Yeah. So what's next? One of the patrolling guards saw me entering the alley after the boy. When the murder becomes known, she'll put 2 and 2 together. You cannot let it happen. The tarot cards. You'll make it so I never get caught. Where'd you get those? They were in the book, hidden between pages in a paper pocket. I doubt the boy knew about them. Before you ask, I didn't know either. And apparently readings can be done once per stage of life. Never had one done in my adulthood, if that's what you mean. I can't. I don't have the right to do readings. Not anymore. One crime more, one less. You already helped me with a murder. They catch us, we'll both hang, believe me. So don't be stubborn. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, eh? Need a personal item of yours. Take the bookmark out of the book. It's mine now. One more thing. I noticed the card's different color. Some of them are darker. If you draw one like that, don't use it. Do you understand? I don't want to find out where it'll lead. Shadow, do you hear me? Shadow. Don't drift off in the middle of a conversation. Okay then. So we've got justice, death, and flame. Fascinating. I know he said not to use the darker one. But I feel like that's going to be the cooler outcome. Justice has many forms. It's the gallows creaking in the wind, the spiteful glances of the crowd, the departure of a loved one. Everyone who is guilty will be punished. The question is, will the punishment fit the crime? I also feel like if we want him not to get caught, we can't really use the justice card. Death. Death does not always signify the end of life. Sometimes it's the end of a friendship, or love, or trust. Sometimes it's a curse, sometimes a blessing. You never know until it's too late. And flame. Fire, a symbol of hope, victory, or the approaching end. As you touch the card, a wave of pain rushes through your body, but you don't even flinch. You're too fascinated by its aura. Your mind is occupied with dozens of questions, yet your lips are sealed. Ooh. We need that one, I know. Do I listen to him? If he wants to avoid getting caught, I don't think I can use the Justice card. So we have to use the Flame card. Unpredictable fate. Using the dark... Oh, it's telling us. Using the dark card means risking Nate's fate, or maybe even his life. You know it, but you don't care, not at the moment. You just want to feel powerful again. You want him gone. So if I do this... Oh, Death of Justice. Oh, interesting. You've done prophetic readings for years, but never drawn these two cards from the same deck. A coincidence or a hint from fate itself? You're not sure what exactly will happen if you choose this combination, but you know Nate will escape the gallows. He won't die, but justice will. Does it matter what order I put it in? Not in that case. That one's also unpredictable. I want to use the dark card. I do. I wonder if he'll let me keep the cards. For my sake, I feel like this is the safest option. Justice and death. Fate is on our side today. So what now? We'll wait. Closing the shop would be suspicious, so keep working. I'll be nearby in case something happens. Try to behave as usual. The guards may come to question you. And the cards? I'll take them with me. It'll be safe for them. Oh. But I do magic. Oh. See you tomorrow, alright? Be careful. Yeah. You could have given me the cards. I would have done better with them than he would. Oh, hi. Good morning, dear bookbinder. Would you be so kind as to help a poor orphan clean her sketchbook and put corners on it? Pretty please. I don't have money, but I have a pearl bracelet that I would be happy to give you. Yeah. Oh my goodness, there is a commemorative photo in there. Yeah, now I have to help. Can't just leave it all dirty in the photo. Impossible to read. That is adorable. Alright, where's the corners? Here we go. We're doing brass, though. I think the gears look nice for this. Yeah, that fits. That is cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Here, the bracelet, just like I promised. You're a newspaper girl, right? What's the word lately? For this kind of information, you should buy a newspaper. Or I could spill some tea with you personally, but the price will be high. 1 pearl bracelet to be more precise. Yeah, okay. Of course, I don't cheat my clients. Oh. Oh, that was the decoration. You know, that's fair. I'm happy with that. So, do you happen to know Otto van Benwick, our esteemed lord of the town? He assigned the elite guard to stand watch at the castle gates. I noticed when I was passing by. He had never done it before. I think he expects someone important enough to be escorted by Maverick himself. Who's Maverick? The captain of the guard, Otto's right hand. I try to stay away from him. There are rumors that he likes to torture thieves to death. I get goosebumps every time I see him. Don't care about that, Otto. That's all you know? Of course not. But you have to pay separately for each new piece of information, I'm afraid. Not sure what ring that means. Who's that in the picture? Your brother? Aye, an artist friend of his painted us when I was little. Do we look alike? Don't answer. I know we do. He's a good brother. Always protects me. Do you have any siblings? Nah, I grew up in an orphanage. Oh, we're orphans too. But we live on the street. It's better than there. What happened to the sketchbook? Where'd the mud come from? I dropped it in a puddle. I'm a little bit clumsy. Yeah, we all have bad days. Exactly. But today's a good day because the dirt is gone. I'm not accusing them of theft. You should probably get going. I need to work. So do I. See you later. I'm Jenna, by the way. Put in a good word for me with Nathaniel. I can be useful. Reckon that usefulness is crime. Oh, hi. You're interesting. Good day to you. I would like to decorate my book with flowers and ribbons. Something with a soft texture to the touch. Is that possible? If you're worried I might get something dirty, I can leave. I know my appearance is repulsive, and I deeply apologize for that. Nah, I'm not worried. Those about to die. That's an interesting one. Let's see, soft. Soft like fur. Let's do a light blue like her. Slightly more teal-ish. And bows and flowers. Not sure how the pattern's gonna look on that. Yeah, pattern doesn't look good like that. Frill for bows, maybe? Oh, no, there's actual bows. Do a lilac ribbon. Sort of like a bookmark. She wants more bows. Okay. Let's give her another ribbon, though. Well, not like that. We're gonna do that, and then we do that. So it matches. And flowers. Gonna put that down there. Then we can run the flowers along the top. A little larger. Nice. And that looks nice, I think. A little unusual, but I think it's okay. These flowers are so soft. I can feel them rustling beneath my fingers. And ribbons. Is it silk? I can't remember the last time I held silk in my hands. It seems like it was ages ago. Thank you. Where'd you get this book? It was a gift for my birthday. A reminder of how beautiful, exciting, yet dangerous our life can be. I haven't finished reading it yet, so I don't know the ending, but I hope everyone will survive despite the title. Oh, is she blind? How can you read if you're blind? I guess reading isn't exactly the right word. Listening fits better. There are people who are always willing to read a story to you. What's the book about? A girl and a boy whose survival depends on the will of a powerful figure, not inherently good or bad. They are not the main heroes in their stories. That person is. I would say they're my most favorite character so far. They're unpredictable, and it's mesmerizing, but scary. I hope they gets their happy ending too. Is this book about me? I think this book's about me. Well, if you don't need anything else. Don't worry, I was just about to leave. But before I go, may I ask, are you all right? I hear an unsteadiness in your voice. Did something happen? I'm a criminal, I need help. Nope, everything's alright, I'm alright. I'm sorry if it was too intrusive. I just wanted to be sure. Goodbye. Perhaps I'll come again with another book. I wonder if there is like a version of the game where I'm allowed to actually make those choices. Oh, hi. Good morning. Your Shadow, am I right? The Bookbinder. I was hoping to find you here. I'm Maverick, captain of the city guard, here on the orders of Otto von Benwick, lord of the town. I have a few questions for you. Do you happen to know Theo Bennett, Lord Otto's messenger? No, never heard that name before. You have no right to, so leave me be, please. You came to the shop the day before yesterday. That is honest, and I can't be caught in a lie. What did he want? New cover for his notebook. Nothing special. Did you talk about anything else? Was there anything unusual about his behavior? Perhaps he looked afraid or nervous. Ooh, I kind of want to ask. He was acting normal. We didn't discuss anything except his notebook. I see. Theo Bennett was brutally murdered yesterday morning. He was found in an alley not far from here with 2 stab wounds. One in the stomach, one in the heart. The guard who was patrolling the quarter at the time might have seen something, but she slipped on the stair on her way home and hit her head so hard she's unconscious now. Ugh, I wish I were joking. Damn. I drew tarot cards so good I killed the woman. She's not dead yet. She's not actually dead. She's unconscious. But I get the feeling that's what's being implied, is that she might die. So you're the last person who saw Theo alive. If you remember anything else, be sure to report it to the castle. It's important. I'll see you again. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway. Oh, hey, it's Agate. Good morning. It's me, Agate. Remember me? I came here a couple days ago. I took a new notebook and an extra bottle of ink with me this time. Want to write every detail down. You still willing to talk about the problems artisans face? Sure, my lady. What do you want to know? Perhaps how to get that stain out of your book? Oh, I would like to ask you to help me with the notebook first, if that's alright. I accidentally spilled some wine on it. My mom will be furious if she finds out, so I need to get rid of all the stains before I get back home. Which is right now, because I won't have time to come here after classes. Nothing else is needed, except perhaps ruffles? Looks a little too dull for my taste now. You know what? Sure, we can do ruffles. Need to be careful with wine. And frills. That's in here. Here. Just completely cover her name, because why not? Yeah, probably not that one. Maybe this one? Yeah, if I try to put it on the edge, it just kind of disappears. Just make it big enough to go across that portion. Then we'll... oh. That way, apparently. Can't leave it like just that, though. Let's give her a nice embroidered heart. Maybe some beaded frills for the middle here. And we'll do the same thing up at the top. I lost it. My bad. This is fine. Yeah, that's probably better anyway. A little better angle. Perfect. Beautiful. Exactly what she was after. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. And with ruffles, it looks so much better. If I can't wear clothes with ruffles due to university rules, I can at least have them on my books. A small act of rebellion. Wonderful, excellent, beautiful. Now on to the questions. We don't have much time, so I'll just ask a couple and that'll be it. We can continue tomorrow. Let's start from the very beginning. Do you have parents, or are you an orphan? Wow. An orphan, my lady. Never knew my father, and my mom died when I was 8. I'm sorry for your loss. Were you raised in the orphanage then? I've heard life there can be tough. If you could change one thing about that place, what would it be? Oh. Probably the kids being beaten. That definitely needs to not be a thing. Both of those, but like... If... Were you beaten as a kid too? You don't have to answer, it isn't necessary. By nurses, yes. By other kids, no. I was under the protection of one of them. I'm guessing that's Nate, probably? Does it mean that there was some kind of hierarchy among you? Interesting. Let's talk about your craft. Where did you learn bookbinding? The orphanage sends kids to artisans for training. Not all of them, only the talented ones. What about the others? How do they survive when they grow up? By stealing or begging, my lady. There aren't many options. Would you want every orphan to be trained in a craft, regardless of their abilities? Yeah, no, that would be fair. I think so too. It may sound idealistic, but that's how people used to think about women's education as well. Half a century ago, I wouldn't have been able to enter a university despite my belonging to nobility. I think that's all for today. Now I'd better hurry if I don't want to be late. Thank you for your time and help. I'll visit you tomorrow. Well, that was a deep conversation that I wasn't expecting to have with, of all people, the pretty girl. Well, pretty teenager? I think she might be a teenager, to be honest. She seems a little too innocent for that sort of conversation. I was expecting it to be with, like, Nate. Like us reminiscing about being in the orphanage together or something. And it being bad. Oh! You look interesting. You look very interesting. Hey kid, heard you're a bookbinder, eh? I need your services. See all this dirt? Get rid of it and put a new cover on the old one. Quickly, kid. Time's money. Yeah, sure. What even is this thing? That is a lot of dirt, dude. Probably recreate the general gist of the cover. Oh, apparently that's all the dirt. It's a star, a moon, and a dot. That can definitely be redone. Let's go with leather, I think. And it's a particularly dark blue looking situation. Like that. I think that might be in stickers. Star and a moon. Some kind of more mystic style stuff. Maybe stencils. Stencils might be better. I mean, there's sort of stuff in stencils, but... do that for Wolfie. Not even in a chase. There's no chase sequences in here. Such nice, calm music, and Wolfie's over here interrupting it. There we go, there's a nice star.
Mothman.
Oh, that was Moss that time. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that at least. Let's see. Where's the... Is it in decorations? The orb. Oh yeah, there it is. Small orb. Tiny orb. And we'll add silver, I think? Nice silver corners. Beautiful. Knew I could trust you, kid. Birds of a feather flock together, eh? Sure. I don't know who you are. I recognize the language on the cover. It's Old Calorian. My, you're an educated kid, aren't you? Who taught you? Some noble pig, I bet. Little. The title of the book is called Exile. Wish I'd known that, I could have fixed it. Oh, Wawa. Thank you. Thank you. I almost missed that. I gotcha. Thank you for the hydrate. Title of the book is called Exile. Well, I can only take your word for it, kid. I'm a simple feller, you see. I only know one tongue. Not sure I want to ask where you got this book from. Then don't, kid. Curiosity killed the cat. Well, if that's all you want, I'd rather get back to work. You're the one who started showing off your knowledge, kid. Not many folks to talk to, eh? Would say see ya, but we'll probably never meet again. That makes it seem like we're definitely going to meet again. Oh, it's nighttime. And it's you. Shadow, did you hear the news? About the guard? She hit her head so hard she's delirious. She doesn't remember a thing. Have I ever told you that you're my favorite person? No, you've never said that. Answer options with a heart icon mean the character can be romanced. Oh. Fascinating. Hmm. Are you seriously happy about an innocent woman's injury? Who are you and what did you do with Nate? Or if you had, I'd remember. I like it when you're kind to me. mean, he's not half bad. But he is a bit of an asshole. Hmm. Usually romance takes more than one option. Let's see what our options are. No, who are you and what did you do with Nate? Oh, come on, I'm not that terrible. New decorations. Here for your efforts. Okay, maybe I should have taken the option. Oh, and one more thing. Decided to buy a letterbox for the shop. It'll arrive tomorrow morning. Finally won't have to walk here every time I need to... Oh. Damn. Finally won't have to walk here every time I need to tell you something. You can send letters to other people too, of course, if you want to. Whatever you may think, I care about your needs almost as much as about mine. Aww. Yeah, maybe he wouldn't have been so bad as a romance option. It helped me with the book. It's from Stefania's library. She asked for a new cover, copper corners, and some decorations of your choice. Looks like a cookbook. Delicious recipes of Calorian cuisine. Interesting. Let's see. Flax is probably good. And I probably should have grabbed that color before I did that, but hey. That seems like an okay color for it. See if we picked up a book sticker from that. Does not appear so. So we need food stickers and copper corners. Oh, that could be a good one. Not fond of the color of that, but gonna be honest, I'm just really not fond of the patterns because of the coloring that it does. They just don't fit very well. So copper corners. That seems unobtrusive enough. And something food themed. Send that to the back. Nice. Do a nice little herb bundle there. Nice. That doesn't... Those are stickers, not decorations. Heck. It's a little too big to be realistic. Maybe? I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's not bad. And that kind of helps it, maybe? At this point, I might be just overdoing it. Beautiful. Stefania will like it too. Excellent. I've always had a talent for bookbinding. Why didn't Stefania come herself? That's a good question. She has some work to do for me. She is my eyes and ears, so to speak. My messenger as well. Smart woman. Much smarter than she appears. Hey, that's mean. Does she know about the murder? She does. But don't worry. She can be trusted. Can you be trusted, though? I think you owe me some answers. Fair enough. How about going to the tavern like in the old days? We can talk there. Ooh, going out for drinks. I really need a drink or two. Wouldn't hurt you to relax either. If you pay, I'm in. Of course. Shall we go then? Ooh, that looked interesting. Some red booze. The tavern is just as you remember it. Dim lights, the smell of dust and vomit, suspicious people whose eyes linger on you uncomfortably long as you walk past them. For Nate, though, it's a second home. His gait is as relaxed and confident. He plops down at one of the tables, gesturing for you to join him. 2 mugs of ale, please. Nate waves a hand to get the attention of the innkeeper. The woman nods. Her eyes shift to you, a look of surprise on her face. She recognized you. You remember her, too. Always grumpy, always tired, always unfriendly to you for some reason, while cherishing Nate. Maybe because you're a magician. You don't care anymore. You still drink, I hope. At this angle, it looks like the leaves are in his hair, and I kind of love it. Like, that's kind of cute. I'm regretting not picking the romance option. I do. Old habits die hard. Good to hear. You don't like throwing money away. And then maybe you should have asked me before ordering what I want to drink. You always were alright with ale, I thought. Forget it. There's no point in trying to explain. Nate won't understand. He likes control more than he cares about you, if he cares at all. Nate wants to say something. The innkeeper's approach interrupts him. 2 ales for you. She places the mugs on the table with one hand and takes the coins from Nate with the other. See, the noble's lapdog is back. Don't stick your neck out for them, Nathaniel. She doesn't even look at you when she says it, and walks away faster than you can react. What's her problem? She's not entirely wrong, you know. About what part? Because so far I'm the only one who sticks my neck out for you. Let's not start this, Shadow. Not now. You want answers? Ask. Nate reaches for his mug and takes a few sips. You hate how calm and unbothered he looks. Why steal the book? What's so special about it? Nothing. Well, that's what I thought. That it's just a very expensive book, and that if I sold it, I wouldn't have to worry about money for years. Should have known better. It was transported incognito. You don't do that for expensive things. Only for deep, dark secrets you don't want to draw attention to. So, you didn't know about the cards beforehand? No. You already said that. You already knew that. Nothing at all? You said you've never seen dark tarots, but had you heard of them? No. I try to stay away from magic wherever I can. He gives you an apologetic smile that doesn't seem genuine. Memories from your childhood in the orphanage surface one by one. Freak, abomination, witch spawn. So much name-calling. Sore bruises on your skin. Nosebleed. Nate tried to protect you, but it didn't always work out. And then his nose bled too. Shadow? His voice brings you back to reality. Have I satisfied your curiosity? You shake your head, then take a sip from your mug before continuing. The ale burns your throat, driving unpleasant thoughts away. Do you know there's a captain of the guard after me? Maverick. What do you mean, after you? Are you under suspicion? Not yet, but he came to the store this morning asking questions. I mean, he kind of only seemed to care that I had been the last person to see Theo. Not really suspicious all that much. Shit, the bastard's stubborn. He won't give up easily, especially with a murder involved. I'll tell Stefania to keep an eye on him. You know him? Let's just say he can be a real pain in the ass. Nate doesn't elaborate. You're smart enough not to ask further. It's useless anyway. In his eyes, he's more than allowed to keep secrets from you. We need to get rid of the cards, unless you have another plan. I got in touch with an old acquaintance of mine. She's a magician too, a rather impressive figure in the criminal world. She may know something about them. So you want to keep them? Of course I do. I know an opportunity when I see one. You grit your teeth. Nate likes to play with death way too much. I can't believe he's keeping the cards and giving them to someone else. And after he got me involved in this, he's not even letting me keep the cards. These cards are dangerous. Oh please, how could you know? And even if they are, well, I'm immune for years to come now. And you're a magician. Which doesn't make me immune. I won't force you to work with me if that's what you're implying. How kind of you. You can't help being sarcastic. How can you say this after dragging you into a murder cover-up? After blackmailing you? And why do you even care? Why did you agree to come here with him in the first place? Oh. You're friends and you can't forget it? You weren't just friends. You apparently kissed. You weren't just friends. We apparently shared a bed. Interesting. So, romance is still on the table. You would never have become friends if it weren't for the circumstances. Your friendship was born out of desperation and a craving for survival, not genuine sympathy. And yet, it was friendship all the same, at first. Then it evolved into something more, to an unspoken attraction. He was your first kiss. It was gentle and soft, and fleeting, his hand caressing your cheek, while yours rest on his shoulders. 1 second, 2, 3, he pulls away, an awkward smile. You're drinking in the tavern, the same tavern where you're sitting right now, continues. Nothing has changed, for him at least. He never talked about that kiss, and neither did you. Got lost in your thoughts again? Yep. It's not like I can fully control it, especially with all this shit happening. I have an idea in mind. For every question you ask me, we drink. For every question I ask you, we drink again. What do you say? You need to relax. So do I. You have questions for me? That's a question. You already know where it's going. Nate wants to ask you about the capital. about the murder. Alright, but I ask first. You already asked 2 questions in a row. Maybe even more. I didn't count. We either play by my rules or we don't play at all. You won't dictate terms, do you? Not this time. Not when he still owes you some answers. Nate lets out an annoyed sigh. As you wish. Ask then. Why are you so mean to me? Why are you so mean to me? What have you been doing all these years? Sure. At first, I wanted to take your place. I was always better at stealing books than binding them. So I gave up on having a boring, peaceful life. I missed having problems, you know? As strange as it may sound. Coming from you, it doesn't sound strange at all. He's a troublemaker. Clearly. Stefania says the same. She's one of my most useful finds. When I was just starting out, she spied for me in exchange for bread and a roof. Now she does the same for money. And what about the kids from the library? Are they spying for you too? Yes, and they're treated much better than we were at the orphanage. You hate to admit that he's probably right. Nate raises his mug. To the orphans, young and old. Each of you takes a sip. My turn to ask. You killed that noble, didn't you? Straight to the point, damn. You freeze, caught off guard by such straightforwardness. It's too much, even for Nate. And why does this question sound like a rhetorical one? Lie? Okay, but like, we already know Nate killed someone. He's not gonna hold it against us that we killed someone. Come on. I did, you mutter, so quietly you're not sure Nate hears you. For a few seconds, Nate is quiet. He studies your face with an unreadable expression, as if trying to find answers to questions he doesn't dare ask out loud. It feels like an eternity. When he finally opens his mouth, it's only 2 words. Your turn. Damn. Listen, it's not like he can judge us. He just killed someone too. He takes another sip of ale. You don't. Consumed by memories you would prefer to forget. Why are you so mean to me? Why are you so mean to me? Really? Out of all the questions, you chose this one? Yes. I want to know. Why are you so mean to me? You're not even sure what you meant by it. Nate's current behavior, or how he used to treat you in the past. Both, probably. I'm curious. Stop being a child. What reaction did you expect showing up on my doorstep after 5 years of absence? Warm hugs? Before you say anything, I'm grateful you helped me with Theo. I am. But you simply returned me a favor. I don't owe you anything. The second winter in the orphanage. You're sick. You're so sick you can't walk. Your body is hot, but you're constantly shivering. And even 2 blankets are not enough. The only medicine they give you is barely warm vegetable broth. You're getting worse with every day. And when you start coughing blood, Nate disappears. He comes back the next morning with a small vial in his hand. The matron is furious and orders him to be whipped for his escape. He takes his punishment. You take the elixir he brought. He lies in bed all week after that. You spend the same week running and playing with other kids because you're finally healthy. I didn't say you owed me. I answered your question. My turn. Why did you kill him? The nobleman. Nate lowers his voice so much that you have to lip read. Did he hurt you somehow? Okay, so this is a choice. It's either physical abuse or mental abuse. mean, neither of these are necessarily better, I don't think, but I guess we'll go with mental. Didn't hurt me physically, but he kept me locked up like a slave. A small room without windows. It has everything you need and more. Warm bed, shelves with books, chest with clothes of silk and brocade, a locked door. Once he tried to escape, but the stairs just went on and on. Perhaps it was a dream. A kaleidoscope of emotions on Nate's darkened face. Rage, sorrow, regret, guilt. You already know what he's going to say next. You shouldn't have left. Damn. Or maybe everything would have been worse then. Been even worse then. You've learned a lot from that monster. If only the price hadn't been so high. My turn. Last question. Do you regret killing Theo? No. But even if I would, it doesn't matter. He's dead. It does, though. He was a messenger, not a bandit. If you get used to it. You don't specify, but you know Nate knows what you mean. By a small wrinkle forming between his eyebrows. He's never killed innocents before. Not until Theo. Or maybe he had. It's been 5 years after all. You're different people now. I'm just saying, this is a line you don't want to cross. Telling this to me, or to yourself? Nate chuckles, but is hollow. He takes another sip from his mug. You do the same, mirroring him. A habit from childhood. Old habits die hard. You know, I've had enough ale for tonight. Let's go home. Now? What if I still have questions? Then you have to accept that I'm not answering them. Without waiting for your reply, Nate drains his mug in a few gulps and heads for the exit. You follow him in silence, wondering if your question about Theo hit a nerve. I wonder if... Would I have not gotten my other questions if I'd asked about Theo first? Interesting. Each time you receive a new letter, you'll see this notification. Click anywhere on the screen to continue. Letters kept in the letter... Ooh! Yay! Unread letters are marked with an envelope. Here, here, here. The annual fair is just around the corner. Bring your friends and family to feast on fare from the finest cooks in the region, and take part in amusements never before seen. You may even be granted an audience with Otto van Benwick, the lord of the town. Don't miss your chance. Come to the main square at noon on the 9th day of the month. Yay! How exciting. Buttons. The buttons don't work. The buttons don't work. Sad. Oh hey, it's you! Good morning, dear bookbinder. I'm Jenna. Surely you remember me. This grumpy face of mine is pretty recognizable, much to my misfortune. I borrowed this book from a public library, and I'd like to return it in the same condition it was in. Alas, without your help, it's impossible. I need a new cover, made of wood, let's say, with a picture of the moon on it. Kids these days are stupid. They won't understand what the book is about unless you rub their noses in it. Sure. We can do that. Fairy tales for little lords and ladies. And it was a light blue. A little lighter over here. The picture of the moon. Oh, they want a sticker. Most of those are over in Mystic. You can do a nice glittery moon. Let's see, do we have... No. Oh, it's after we complete the book that we get the stickers. I see. Oh, there it is. You know what? That works. See, I keep hearing the bell and I keep thinking, oh, someone's probably come in, but that's not how this game works. It is mildly confusing. Here we go, that's cute. You just saved me a lot of trouble. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Not trying to lecture you, but you should handle books more carefully. Mind your business, bookbinder. It's not my fault. Oh, my apologies. You see, I'm a street rat with a foul mouth. It's easy to forget not everyone is used to the way I speak, so I have to put on a mask. But it slipped. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by your language. It's kinda how people are. Really? Why? Orphan kids are often like that. There's no one to teach us manners. Manners are for the noble scum. Wow. Anyways, happy to help. Anything else you need? No, I don't. I'm a busy person, remember? I can't chat with you for long, so farewell. What do you mean it's not your fault? ... There's a boy who's harassing me. Andre. Bastard ruined 2 of my books. This one and the sketchbook. He's always pushing and hitting me. I can't beat him in a fight. He's 4 years older. Maybe you could teach him a lesson? If you pretend to be my sibling, he'll piss himself in fear. You look intimidating enough. You think I'm intimidating? Your eyes. Eyes never lie. Oh! Interesting. So this kid knows I can kill a person. Interesting. Interesting. Why don't you ask your real sibling? He's not in the town now. He went to the nearby mill to sell stolen goods. I don't know when he'll come back. Yeah, sure, I'll talk to him. I'll come with you. Shall we meet at the town square tonight at 9 o'clock? I'll lure Andre there. Bastard's dumb. Sure. This is gonna go wonderfully, I can tell. Hello. Good afternoon, my dear friend. What a lovely shop you have here. Haven't been in the town for years. It's nice to see things changing for the better. I'm Benedict, a book collector. Pleasure to meet you. Do you mind cleaning the cover for me? I also want to decorate it with a pattern. Something modern themed, let's say. Swords, knights, castles, anything that fits. Can do. Close that up. Ooh, this has more of that old language stuff on it. There we go. I don't think I could recreate that if I wanted to. But we can probably go for... Well, first, let's just color pick our purple. And... There we go. Maybe not quite like that. Needs to be a little darker. Yeah, I think that texture was good, but like... That should be fine. Good enough. Right? Yeah, we can't steal the, Can't steal the pattern stuff. Can steal the dragons, though. Very nice. Lovely dragons. Maybe chivalry is better? I like the dragons, though. Just give him a little bit of stuff to make up for the fact that you can't see that on most of it. Wonderful. Marvelous. It's a pity that artisans are rarely paid enough for their work. You deserve far more appreciation. You nobles live and prosper only thanks to you. I'm glad someone recognizes it. Forgive me, my lord, but you don't look like a nobleman, rather like a wealthy artisan. And that, my friend, is the exact reason why I choose to keep my origins a secret. All these my lord, are getting on my nerves. I'm Benedict, no better nor worse than you. Half my life has been spent on the road among artisans and commoners, not nobles. I shared bread and a roof with them, and on occasion a bed. And may I say, never once did I miss the cold walls of my family estate. Do you travel a lot? Around the country and beyond. I was in the capital, had the pleasure to talk with our beloved king, lived in monasteries, even broke into crypts, all in the name of books. The rarest of them cannot be bought, only found. So what's this book about? Lullabies. A collection of lullabies from all over the world. Legends say some of them still harbor the power of the arcane. Have you heard about the theory that magicians are descendants of the dead gods? The gods could change destinies with their voice alone. They had no need for tarot. Their songs inspired humans to create their own. And some of these humans, the offspring of a god and a mortal, sang lullabies to bend fate to their will. This book is their legacy. Interesting. But as I said, it's just a theory, albeit a popular one. So what are you doing in the town? Isn't that obvious? I'm looking for a book, and I'm pleased to inform you that my search is almost over. It's a grimoire that sheds light on the life of the forgotten goddess Arcania, the very one we still mention in vain. I've long dreamed of getting it for my collection. But that's a story for another time. I'm quite in a hurry now. Otherwise, I would have invited you for a mug of ale and talked your ears off about old Calorian culture. Well, thank you for coming in. Safe travels. Before I go, allow me to ask an indiscreet question. Did a man with a heart tattoo on his chest come here by any chance? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, a day ago. He had a book and old Calorian with him. That bastard. The book belongs to me. He stole it. Oh. That's unfortunate. Do you happen to know where he is right now? Nope. A shame. Truly a shame. I should inform the guards. It's not only a matter of fairness, but also of safety. The book must not fall into the wrong hands. Well, it already did, but Damon is a simple thief. His customers, on the other hand? But I don't want to bother you with my problems. I have to go, my friend. I hope our paths cross again someday. I'm sure they will, all things considered. Oh, it's you again. Good evening. Sorry for disturbing you again, especially at such a late hour.
leaving town for a while and want to take this novel with me to read on the road. Could you put the silver corners on the cover and tie it with a strap? The road is bumpy, and I don't want the pages to get creased.
Sure, why not? The Man in Purple. Ooh. Well, let's give it a solid cover. That should be solid enough. Nice purple color cover for it. Get these silver corners for you. How's that look? Nice. I think the text should maybe be moved. I seem to be unable to move the text. Okay, sure. And strap in decorations. Some other? Yeah. Put that there. I think I will keep this out though. I do wish I could move it around a little bit. Let's do a slightly different texture though. Something a little more solid. Like wood. The wood textures are usually pretty solid seeming. Ooh, or leather. That one will do. That should be good.
Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you, or without the book for that matter.
Is this novel that interesting? What's it about?
It's a dark fairy tale, in a limited edition. The author isn't afraid to be bold, disturbing even. We usually escape into books from reality. This novel is about its ugliest shades. Sometimes I wonder if it's based on the author's life. It's a story about a young person taken into slavery who killed their master and went on the run. In seeking freedom, they fall into slavery once again, because old habits die hard.
This fucking book's about me. You're poor. Where do you get the money for books and traveling?
She who seeks shall find.
Oh, sorry, but I have to close up before you start talking about my life even more.
Don't worry, I have to go too. You know, I've always admired magicians. Many people are afraid of them, but not me. The character of the Man in Purple is a magician too. Perhaps we can continue discussing the book during my next visit.
Or maybe we don't talk about the private details of my life. Like, maybe I don't want you to know what's going on in my life. Or all of my secrets. I don't know who you are. The streets are quiet. After the capital, it feels almost unnatural, as if the whole town had died out. The lights in the windows are the only proof that's not the case. You remember the orphanage and wonder how things are going there now. Probably not very well if Jenna prefers vagrancy. Shut your mouth, you bastard. You don't know a thing. Jenna's voice echoes through the town square. You turn around at the sound, but she's nowhere to be seen. It's too dark. Then you hear another voice, a boyish one. What's the matter? Did I hit a sore spot? And then you notice them. Two small silhouettes hidden in the shadows of the alley. The first one undoubtedly belongs to Jenna. The second is stocky and a little taller. As you get closer, you realize it's a youth. His eyes widen in surprise when he spots you. And who are you? We're busy here, don't you see? He tries to sound bold, but there's a slight tremor in his voice. River, finally, sibling, you're here. Sibling, huh? Why River of all names? You knew one River growing up and you hated her guts. Why not Shadow? Oh, yes, she doesn't know. You haven't introduced yourself to her. Jenna beams at you, clearly expecting you to play along with her little act. I mean, I'd like to have my name proper, but yeah, no, I agreed to be her sibling. Stay away from my sister, boy. You're not her sibling. I don't believe you. You're too mature. Mature? What's that supposed to mean? You're not even 25 summers old. If you think siblings can't be old, you're stupid. You better listen to River. They're a very dangerous person. They're a bookbinder by day, and, Jenna glances at you expectantly, encouraging you to continue. I may as well tell the truth at this point. And a magician. I may not practice readings, but the arcane flows in my blood, because I know that scares people. You're lying. Artisans can't be magicians. It's rare, but not impossible. You still don't know whom you inherited your talent from. Not from your mother, for sure. She was an ordinary person. From your father, maybe? You're never going to find out. If you keep hurting me, River will curse you. That's not how magic works. Or so you once thought. If only people around you knew. What would they say? Or would they just kill you on the spot? Listen, boy. Leave Jenna alone, or I'll tell your mother, you got me? He's probably from the artisan class. Not an orphan. His parents are decent people. He doesn't have one, and his father's a drunkard. What'd you say, you little... Andre lunges at Jenna, but you manage to get between them and push the boy back. He almost loses his balance. His eyes are full of hate. Not only toward Jenna, but toward you as well. Drunkard father, huh? That explains something. Go home. Do you want me to call the guards? It feels wrong to send him there, but what are you supposed to do? No one has taught you how to deal with problems, so you improvise. You always improvise. Andre breathes heavily, shifting his gaze from you to Jenna and back again. Screw you, both of you. He spits at your feet and walks away. You and Jenna watch his silhouette recede further and further into the darkness until it disappears. Much obliged, River. Jenna turns to you with the biggest smile on her face. Didn't want to mention his dad, but he forced me to. He teases me about my dead brother all the time. Oh. Oh. That's not what she told us. My dead brother. From the look she gives you, you realize that these words didn't slip out by accident. She wanted you to hear them. You force a chuckle. The real River? No, his name was Rupert. A silence hangs between you. Talking about loss is awkward. Always has been. But you can't put your finger on why. You grieved your mother alone. You keep your deepest secrets to yourself. Because it's easier? Hardly. Why then? Maybe if you... I should probably go. Jenna yawns widely. Her eyes are half closed, as if she's about to fall asleep. Me too. I hope he won't bother you anymore. If he does, I know who to go to. Yee. After exchanging nods, you go in different directions. The night is old. Old? Or cold? I feel like it's supposed to be cold, not old. And somehow even quieter. Day 5. I have new letters. Unfortunately, that is just about all the time that I have for today. So for now, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, if you would like to watch any of the previous games that I have played, you can do so on my YouTube channel at Roanoke VT, or if you'd like to catch this or any other games live in the future, you can do so at twitch.tv/ShadowRoanokeVT. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.